Hello everyone, this is Jay from Heroes to Icons. It is Friday, July 3rd in the afternoon. It's going to be 89 degrees in this car with the AC turned on just enough so I won't melt. This is a late video considering that my son is now old enough to follow me everywhere. So we're going to try to make this as quick and easy as possible. This is crazy. But let's do this and hopefully somebody watches this video. I'm going to start off this week with Dark Horse. They are back with one book. Stranger Things Into the Fire, number 4 by Jody Hauser and LeBeau L. Underwood. Victor Kalavec is doing cover A. Ian Cagle is doing cover B, and Kelly McCerman is doing cover C. We got 3 books from the indies this week. We're going to start off with Syrian Red Nails number 2 by Regis Horter and Oliver Van Teen. Kedrick Lim is doing cover A. Megan Hetrick is doing cover B. Cover C is by Natasha Altrick. Cover D is by Oliver Van Teen, and cover E, which is The Dark Knight Returns homage cover, is by Fritz Casas. Finger Guns number 3 by Sobs Cooper and Val Haverson. Haverson is doing cover A, and Jen Hickman is doing cover B. Comics with Bueller said that this book is hot, so it's hot. Last book for the indies is Join the Future number 3 by Zach Kaplan and Petro Kowalski. And we only have one cover for that. I think Bueller and Everything Comics gave Join the Future 2 thumbs up also. From Boom Studios, we have Alienated number 4 by Simon Spurrier and Chris Wildgoose. Wildgoose is doing cover A, and Christian Ward is doing cover B. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow number 1 by Manko Tamaki and Itachi Busto. Jen Partel is doing cover A, which is pretty dope. Mirka Andolfo is doing cover B, and Rosemary Valier is doing cover C. Firefly number 17 by Greg Pak and David Gianfelice, and one cover for that by Mark Espinal. Red Mother number 6 is Red Hot by Jeremy Hahn and Danny Luckert. I believe Luckert is doing cover A, and Tony Infante is doing cover B, which is an incentive cover. I wish I could get it. Something is Killing the Children number 8 by James Tinney IV and Weather Deladera. Cover A is by Deladera, and cover B, which is 1 in 25, I believe, is by Jeff DeCall. Moving over to Marvel Comics, Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda. I don't know what number it is, didn't write it down. There I go. That is by Jim Zub and Lan Medina, and that has one cover by Carlos Pacheco. Doctor Strange number 5 by Mark Waid and Kev Walker. Cover A is by Phil Noto, and cover B is by Luke Ross, and that is a zombie variant. Ghost Rider number 7, and I believe you should pick this up because after this it's going digital, by Mark Ed Brisson and Aaron Cooter. Cooter is doing cover A, and Mike Del Mundo is doing cover B. Marvel's X number 4 by Jim Kruger and Will B. Alex Ross is doing cover A, and cover B is a 1 in 25 by Will B. Strange Academy number 2 by Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos. Ramos is doing cover A. Arthur Adams is doing a cover character spotlight for cover B, and R.B. Silva is doing cover C, which is a incentive variant. X-Force number 10 by Benjamin Percy and Joshua Cassara, and that has one cover. X-Men God Loves Man Kills, the extended cut by Chris Claremont and Brett Anderson. This has 4 covers. I'm only showing 1. And we have Empire number 0, The Fantastic Four by Dan Slott and R.B. Silva. This is by cover A by Jim Chung. Cover B is the double action figure variant. Cover C is by In-Huk Lee. That is an incentive cover. And cover D is by R.B. Silva. And that also an incentive cover. Next up, we have Image Comics. First off, we have Adventureman number 2 by Matt Fraction and Terry and Rachel Dodson. Dope book. First one was fire. You should definitely pick up the second one. Bitterroot number 9 by David F. Walker, Chuck Brown, and Sanford Green. Sanford Green is doing cover A, and Sean Martinborough is doing cover B. And that is a homage to New Jack City, I believe. Excellence number 8 by Brandon Thompson and Carrie Randolph. Carrie Randolph is doing cover A, and Alith Martinez is doing cover B, which is not shown. Oblivion Song number 25 by Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo De La Fece. De La Fece is doing cover A. David Finch is doing cover B. Arthur Adams is doing cover C. Cover D is by Charlie Atlard of Walking Dead fame, and cover E is by J. Scott Campbell. Nice to see him drawing somebody that's not a chick. Sonata number 11 by David Hine and Brian Haberlin. Jay Anacleto is doing cover A, which will most likely jump off the shelves because he doesn't do cover A's usually. And Brian Haberlin is doing cover B. Last book from Image, Stealth number 3 by Mike Costa and Nate Bellingrad. Lastly here, we have DC Comics, Batman and the Outsiders number 14 by Brian Hill and Glib Melenkov. Cover A is by Tyler Kirkham, and cover B is by Shane Davis. Batman, The Adventure Continues number 2 by Paul Dini and Ty Templeton. Sean Gordon Murphy is doing cover A, and cover B is by Dustin Nguyen. Yes. Batman 94. I think this is the last prelude before Joker War by James Tynion IV and Gilliam Marsh. Tony Daniels is doing cover A. Francesco Mattina is doing cover B, and Jorge Jimenez is doing a, what is that? I guess a design cover of the Power Broker or whatever his name is on that. Batman's Grave number 8 by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch. Hitch is doing cover A, and Raphael Grandpa is doing cover B. DC Classics, Batman Adventures number 2, and that's like a dollar or $1.25 book. Deceased Dead Planet number 1 by Tom Taylor and Trevor Harsine. Cover A is by David Finch. Francesco Mattina is doing cover B. One of my favorite artists. Ben Oliver is doing cover C, which is a Blade Runner homage cover. And cover D is a distressed blank variant. Very nice. Detective Comics 1023 by Peter J. Tomasi and Brad Walker. Brad Walker, super dope cover, on cover A, and Lee Bermejo, an even better cover, on cover B. Flash 757 by Joshua Williamson and Jordi Tarragona. Rafael Sandoval is doing cover A, and In-Huk Lee is doing cover B. Green Lantern Season 2 number 5 by Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp. Liam Sharp is doing cover A, and Gary Frank is doing cover B. Harley Quinn number 74 by Sam Humphries and Sammy Basrai. And Gilliam March is doing cover A, and Frank Cho is doing cover B. Hawkman number 25 by Robert Venditti and Fernando Pasarin. Mikhail Hanan is doing cover A, and Gerardo Zaffino is doing cover B. Justice League Odyssey number 22 by Dan Abnett and Cliff Richards. Jose Ladron is doing cover A, and Scon is doing cover B. Justice League 48 by Simon Spurrier and Exo Monaco. Cover A is by David Marquez, and cover B is by Claudio Castellina. The Legion of Superheroes number 6 has a second print, and I think this is the cover. This is the only image that I could find, but if this is the cover, a little design cover for the Gold Lantern. Need to jump on that. Lois Lane number 12. No, I think this is the last issue. I think. By Greg Rucka and Mike Perkins. Perkins is doing cover A, and Amanda Connor is doing cover B. Superman 23 by Brian Michael Bendis and Kevin McGuire. McGuire is doing cover A, and Brian Hitch is doing cover B. Wonder Woman 758 by Steve Orlando and Emanuela Lupacino. And I believe this is the last issue for these two creators here. Another creative team hops on 759, and that has a variant cover by none other than Jim Lee. Cover A here is by Robson Rocha, and cover B, very nice, is by Jeff DeCall. Last book, Young Justice number 16 by Brian Michael Bendis and Scott Gorlewski. Cover A is by John Timms, and cover B, it says is by Francis Manipool, but it doesn't look like his artwork, and we should all know better. Alrighty then. For our covers of the week, we have Ghost Rider number 7, cover B. That is the Mike Del Mundo zombie cover. Next, we have Deceased Dead Planet number 1, the Blade Runner homage cover by Ben Oliver. Then we have Detective Comics 1023, cover B, the Lee Bermejo cover. Then we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow number 1, cover A by Jen Bartel. And the cover of the week is Red Mother number 6, cover B by Tony Infante. Very nice. For our books of the week, we have Deceased Dead Planet number 1 by Taylor and Harrison. Batman 94 by Tinian and March. Hawkman number 25 by Vendetti and Parson. And that second print of the Legion of Superheroes with the gold lantern on it. You need to get that. And our book of the week is Oblivion Song number 25 by Kirkman and De La Fece. And that is it, people. Better late than never, right? Alrighty. Get out there and get them books and get some bags and boards to cover them, because it's very, very humid and very hot over here in New York. And I will catch you guys at the same bat time and at the same bat channel. Peace.